Aw, look at this big fluffy guy having a little nap. Oh, that's adorable. Rise and shine, motherfucker! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world of Monster Hunter, a beautiful, dangerous place where you can battle giant, horrifying monsters, craft amazing weapons and armor, and pet a pig. I mean, it is pretty cute, so— oh, fuck you, man! Now, I'll be honest, this game, Monster Hunter World, is the first Monster Hunter game I've played. I mean, I did try the one on the 3DS when it came out for like 15 minutes before I gave up on it and went back to cooking mama. But this is the only one that I've played for longer than a lunch break, and I gotta say, I really like it. I had always heard that the Monster Hunter series was hard to get into for newcomers, and apparently this one is the most accessible Monster Hunter ever made, and I still had a hard time following everything, so I don't know what that says about me, other than I shouldn't be a reviewer. So I figured I would cater this review more to the newbies like myself who may have heard about the series' complexity and been put off by it like I was until now, and see if I can't bring some of them into the light. Now, the story is unimportant and not the reason we're all here. But for what it's worth, you are a monster hunter who's traveling with a fleet of other monster hunters to a new world called the New World because it's filled with creatures who haven't been brutally murdered yet, and golly gosh, that just won't do. Like I said, the story doesn't really matter. I mean, you can pay attention to it if you want, and it does a fine job of giving everything you're doing context, but frankly, if you're the kind of person who plays a game like this— for this— then we have nothing to say to each other. But that's okay, because the fights themselves are fucking awesome. See, the game is broken up into two bits. The bit in your base where you craft equipment, get supplies, and eat your food whilst showing off your complete lack of table manners, you fucking Neanderthal. And the hunting bit where you explore the beautiful terrain, fight the deadly monsters, and collect things. A lot. And mine stuff, cook meat, sharpen your weapon. Yeah, I'll be right with you guys, I just gotta sharpen this real quick. But jokes aside, I actually really like the core gameplay. I do think it's a little weird having these epic, high-energy battles alongside the more slow-paced collecting and managing equipment, but I'm aware that's just the nature of these games, and frankly, I enjoy the fighting so much, I don't even care. The fighting is so much fun. There's a big selection of weapons to choose from, each with their own special abilities, and attacking things is so satisfying, whether it's a monster or just a defenseless animal. It's time to battle. Charles C. Bernardo versus a pig. Ready, fight! I don't know what that was. But seriously, the monster battles are easily the best thing about this game. The weighty thunk of a hammer and the sharp slice of a sword feel equally satisfying. You get to pull off seriously badass looking maneuvers against these genuinely threatening behemoths. Well, some of them are threatening, but Kulu Yaku just reminds me of the bird from Up. And speaking as a newcomer, I didn't find the fights too overwhelming at all. I mean, I knew there were probably a ton of things I could have been doing to make it easier, but for most of the game I managed to get by fine just mindlessly swinging my favorite axe. Until I got to Anjanath, who can absolutely fuck itself with its own stupid regrowing nose! Fucking T-Rex looking box art piece of shit, you But overall, the battles get a big fat tick from me, and I think they're good enough to sell the game on their own. But the fights aren't the only thing worth praising about this game. For example, the online works flawlessly. I never once lagged or got kicked from a session, and I had a great time playing with these awesome guys. Wait, what's he doing? Oh shit! Oh, and another thing for the newcomers, if you have friends who already have this game, fucking play it with them. Trust me, it is so much more fun than playing on your own, and if they're nice, like my homies, they can help you if you get stuck. On Anjanath, because he's a fucking— Also, I know I said I thought it was kind of weird to have so much gathering stuff alongside the action, but that doesn't mean I dislike it. In fact, I think it's really clever how they've done it. You use the stuff you collect in the world to craft items and improve equipment, and you can collect these things so quickly, like literally as you're running. It's great. Plus, the game looks really good, mostly. Well, it's got that style that some games have where the environments are absolutely gorgeous, but the character models are kind of Xbox 360. Also, this game must have been made by hairdressers because there's a whole lot of clipping. Look, at the end of the day, Monster Hunter World is a pretty deep game, and I could go into detail about all the little features, do some research and see how it differs from the other games, and generally give a more thoughtful and in-depth critique, or I could stick to mindlessly whacking things and dress up my cat like a pimp.
Which one do you think I'm gonna do?
I mean, to be honest, I don't need to go super in-depth on this game. I had a fucking great time playing it, and even though there were some things that went over my head, I still enjoyed every minute of it. No, I told you never to come back here! But really, speaking as someone who had absolutely no expectations for this game, I think it's a lot of fun, and if, like me, you've stayed away from Monster Hunter until now, I say you should pick this up. You may not understand everything, and you may get those Monster Hunter veterans calling you stupid, like they probably will do with me thanks to this video, but it's definitely worth it. The fights are so much fun, and there's even gonna be Street Fighter stuff for it soon. For some reason. I mean, I don't understand it, but I like it. Oh shit, that summarizes my thoughts on the game too!